Ranking up is a fundamental aspect of progression within the game, unlocking significant benefits that directly impact your overall power. As the rank increases, so too does the difficulty in achieving it. Therefore, this guide will outline the most efficient methods for obtaining higher ranks in a Rise crossover. Understanding the ranking system is crucial. Rank progression is primarily managed through the guild building, located in Leveling City near the initial spawn point. To advance, players must successfully complete a series of timed dungeon tests. The complexity of these dungeons escalates with each subsequent rank, mirroring the increasing rewards and stat bonuses offered. Each rank provides specific benefits that contribute to your overall progression. The initially rank grants a 5% damage boost. Advancing to B rank yields a 20% increase to your damage and a 30% damage bonus for your shadows. The significant G rank provides a substantial 40% damage boost, a 200% damage increase for your shadows, and an extension of your shadow's maximum level cap by +20. Each rank offers a notable increase in power, but successfully completing the associated test requires a sufficient damage per second output. To accurately assess your current damage output, utilize the training dummy situated within the guild building. By attacking this target, the right side of your screen will display both the total damage inflicted and your current damage per second. This metric is essential for gauging your readiness for the next rank test. The E rank test requires a DPS of approximately 300,000. Progressing to a rank necessitates around 500 billion DPS, and achieving the higher N+ rank demands a considerable 500 quadrillion DPS. In the initial stages of ranking, up to S rank, a strategic focus on your shadows can be highly effective. If your current shadow DPS is around 30 billion or lower, consider utilizing the Dedu raid to establish a viable starting shadow team. The Dedu raid occurs hourly at 15 minutes past the hour and remains active for 15 minutes. Begin by defeating and arising for C rank ant soldiers, which possess health pools ranging from 5 to 15 million. Subsequently, level these shadows to ensure sufficient damage output for further progression. If C rank ant soldiers prove too challenging initially, consider starting with D rank ant soldiers, which have approximately 300,000 to 500,000 health, or even E rank ant soldiers with around 50,000 to 150,000 health to build a foundation. Once your initial for C rank ant soldiers are adequately leveled, transition to acquiring for B rank ant soldier shadows, which have approximately 150 million to 200 million health, leveling each set accordingly. And now, acquire for a rank ant soldier shadows, which possess approximately 75 billion to 125 billion health, and level them up. This team composition should provide sufficient damage to clear the B rank test. To further enhance your shadow strength, engage with the dungeons, which spawn twice per hour at 00 and 30 minutes past the hour, despawning after 15 minutes. While dungeons can appear in various locations and in any rank from E to SS, our focus for acquiring powerful early to mid-game shadows is on S-rank dungeons. These higher-tier instances offer a chance to arise SS rank shadows, which provide a significant increase to your overall damage. A useful strategy involves noting the fixed spawn times for S-rank dungeons: 0 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 18 o'clock, and 21 o'clock UTC. To find out what these times are in your local time zone, simply search UTC to my time converter. By consistently clearing S-rank dungeons, you can rapidly assemble a strong team of S and SS rank units, enabling you to achieve S rank, which grants a plus 30% damage boost, a plus 50% damage increase to your shadows, and a plus 5 increase to their maximum level cap. For progression beyond S rank, weapon utilization becomes increasingly necessary. For the SS rank test, a well-enchanted Reaper scythe, obtainable in Moortown for approximately 1.33 quadrillion cash, can be sufficient. However, for G rank and higher, acquiring the Twin Dragon Axe from Dragon City, priced at around 86.58 quadrillion cash, is generally required. Successfully completing the G rank test necessitates a DPS of 5 quadrillion or higher. Notably, even an E-rank Twin Dragon Axe with a sharpness enchantment of 6 to 8 can meet this requirement. It is important to distinguish between your weapon's base damage and your actual DPS. Your DPS represents the damage dealt per second. With the Auto Clicker Game Pass active, your DPS is roughly 2.5 times your weapon's damage. Thus, a weapon with 2.76 quadrillion damage can yield a DPS of approximately 6.9 quadrillion. The Twin Dragon Axe can be purchased in Dragon City for the aforementioned price, but it can also be obtained as a drop from dungeons within Dragon City. Regardless of the dungeon rank cleared on Dragon City Island, the dropped Dragonic Axe weapon will always be of D rank. Therefore, repeated runs of lower rank Dragon City dungeons may be a more efficient method for acquiring a base weapon. Utilizing a more room rune can increase the number of enemies encountered, thereby increasing the probability of a weapon drop. Additionally, employing a drop potion, obtainable from the AFK chamber, will further enhance your drop chances. The 2x drop game pass, if available, will also significantly aid in this endeavor. Remember that loot is only acquired upon the complete destruction of enemies. Dragon City dungeons also offer the chance to obtain the legendary Leviathan Blade, which possesses more than double the base damage of the Twin Dragon Axe. However, the Leviathan Blade only drops as a C-rank weapon and exclusively from the dungeon boss. Consequently, achieving G rank can be accomplished with an E-rank Twin Dragon Axe with a sharpness of 6 or higher, or a C-rank Leviathan Blade without any enchantments. Successfully completing the unranked test requires a DPS of approximately 30 quadrillion. This typically necessitates a C-rank Twin Dragon Axe with a sharpness of 7 or higher, or a C-rank Leviathan Blade with a sharpness of 4 or higher. Thus, a single well-enchanted Leviathan Blade obtained from a dungeon can potentially facilitate reaching unrank. The Un+ rank test demands a significantly higher DPS of around 500 quadrillion. Achieving this typically requires an SS rank Twin Dragon Axe with a sharpness of 6 or higher, or an A-rank Leviathan Blade with a sharpness of 7 or higher. For efficient weapon enhancement, a substantial amount of dust is required for effective enchantments. Utilizing the AFK chamber can provide a passive source of dust and potions. However, a more efficient method involves acquiring any weapon from the final island and enchanting it with loot aspect and loot enchantments. Subsequently, using this specialized weapon to farm even low-level dungeons will yield a significantly higher quantity of dust. Furthermore, even at higher ranks, strategically utilizing your shadows can still provide supplementary damage. Joining an active guild will grant access to valuable stat bonuses that can aid in your overall progression. On the topic of guilds, I've recently established my own. If any viewers are seeking an active guild to join, feel free to leave a comment below or send me a direct message on Discord. The requirements are simply to be active and contribute a reasonable amount of gems to help us upgrade and strengthen our guild. In summary, ranking up is essential for progression in a Rise crossover. Utilize the guild building and leveling city to undertake rank tests. Focus on developing a strong shadow team in the early to mid game, utilizing the Dedu raid and S-rank dungeons. For higher ranks, acquiring and enhancing powerful weapons such as the Twin Dragon Axe and Leviathan Blade becomes crucial. Regularly assess your DPS using the training dummy. Utilize drop enhancing items and game passes when farming, and remember to fully defeat enemies for loot. For efficient dust acquisition, consider creating a dedicated loot-focused weapon from the final island and farming even low-level dungeons. Finally, joining an active guild provides valuable stat bonuses that will aid in your overall progression. And now, a quick shout-out to our To Game Pass giveaway winners. If you see your name, add me in a Rise crossover so I can gift you your prize. For everyone else, you can still enter. Just subscribe, like this video, and leave your username in the comments below. If you have any questions about ranking up, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more Rise crossover guides.